But yeah, like, so Jurassic Park on Audible, it's been really good. Oh shit, is this filming?
Hey guys, Lex Down here.
And Bad Tracy.
For Punk Rock Blues.
Punk Rock, oh, you said that. Sorry. Yeah, welcome. We're doing, this is, the best and worst movies, and slightly in between, of 2018.
2K18.
2K18.
As I call it.
Yes. We waited to do this to play catch up on things. I don't know if you did.
Nope.
I caught up on a lot, but there's a few things we still missed.
There's one thing I still want to see.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Yep, that's the only thing I really want to see.
We were just talking about one. That we were like, oh, we'll mention that. Because one we missed.
Holmes and Watson?
Holmes and Watson.
I didn't really.
Which I really want to see.
How is this going to work? We have a different number
I have
of movies.
4 categories.
Yeah.
I got best, worst, some honorable mentions, which I'll just mention if they're not in any of your lists.
Okay.
And then I have not good, not bad, but I had fun with it.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for literally everything we talk about.
Everything we talk about.
Yeah. So I figure we can do worst first.
Okay, that'll be easy. How many worst do you have?
I have 15.
I have 16 worst.
You,
so I'll go first.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what they say. The first is worst.
Well, actually, I went up.
My mouth looks black.
I went kind of up. So I went like 16 to 1. So technically the 16th.
Where's my teeth?
Well, the first is the worst, I guess.
It's because we have the lighting.
If it was the other way,
Sorry,
it would be
not
16. You should have. I was trying on my math.
Okay.
So I literally just cut up every movie I saw and cut it in half, and so that's what
I told you to do categories.
I don't have enough movies for.
You could have split it up. You could have done less.
I split it up.
You could have done less than this one, less than that.
The 16th worst movie of 2018,
which is gonna be one you actually like,
is Death Wish.
What?
Yeah.
Which means there's gonna be other things that I know are better than that.
Yeah.
That's your 16th worst.
That's the 16th worst is Death Wish.
Okay.
I loved Death Wish.
What did you love about it?
What I loved about it? I loved the scene where he's in the auto shop. I loved everything, but
which is the okay. That's a good scene.
That's
actually
the best kill of all time. Sciatic nerve, and he's like, in med school they taught us that this is the most pain we can cause a man without killing him. Then he just pours the chemicals into the nerve. That's awesome. And then
it was pretty good.
Yeah, and he has the chain. The movie was great. Yeah.
It wasn't great.
I remember the scene where he kills the popsicle man or the hot dog man or whatever he is, the ice cream man, where he just walks up, shoots him like 6 times in the chest and walks away in broad daylight. That's awesome.
It was my favorite Eli Roth movie.
Yeah, you hate Eli Roth.
Until I saw The House of the Clock and Its Walls, and I was like, wow, he actually made a really good movie. My 15th, and I switched this in place of something else because I didn't want to surprise you right off the bat. So, she's trying to get down from over there. Hey. I got Skyscraper up first at 15.
Skyscrapers,
yeah,
please
so
forgive me.
Skyscraper is basically just, it's Die Hard with The Rock, but it's not as good, and he has one leg. We recently talked about this in the collection update. You probably saw it, so go check that out if you want to see my review.
Forgive me.
Are you gonna go?
Ow! Ow!
I was like, is she just gonna jump on him? Yeah, she did.
Wow, the 15th worst movie of 2K18, Tully.
So that was a good movie. That was way better than Death Wish.
I loved Death Wish. Tully had a lot, the weird, quirky, autistic kid, kind of just the take on the autism.
I liked that. The kid was horrible, though.
The kid was horrible. That's horrible. The take on the autism I'm talking about. So yeah, Tully, you know, they had the quirky kid, and but the twist ending is really cool.
It wasn't really cool, but
it was insane.
It was insane.
You did not see it coming at all.
Oh, and it has a great cast.
It does. Rob Covington and, was that Dakota Fanning?
No, but who are the two guys? It's Mark Duplass and,
Mark Duplass?
Rob...
No, when's Mark Duplass in it? Rob Covington looks like Mark Duplass. You're confusing them. It's just Rob Covington.
I thought there was a friend.
Rob Covington. What friend?
There was 2 guys. Oh, Lex. Yeah. I'm up next. That rhymed unintentionally. I honestly did not mean to do that. Next up, I have Venom. Didn't want to put this on my worst list. Because I had fun with it, but I just had to. Because, and you haven't even seen it, so I can't spoil it.
No.
But Man, is this movie just something to watch. I still don't know. I know it's bad. It is bad. But,
you were so hyped for it. First trailer dropped, you're like, oh,
no, the teaser was terrible.
The trailer.
The trailer, I was like, this could be good, but it's always been made by Sony. So always in the back of my hearts of hearts, no. Sony's gonna fuck this up. And now they're making Morbius? Like, goddamn, Sony, what is going on over there?
Number 14 for me. The 14th worst movie of 2K18. Some of these are in an order, I just did it. It's The Grinch.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, like I said, it's the average Grinch story. Very kind of religious heavy.
Okay, have you seen all 3 of the Grinches?
Yes.
Rate them. Rank them.
Honestly, because I remember the most and kind of had the most fun with it, the new one.
Wait, you're putting that the best?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
What?
Okay, all I know is I didn't like Jim Carrey's.
Okay, wow. Do you want to hear mine?
Well, it's just creepy.
Jim,
yeah.
Original, Illumination.
Yeah. But like Max is the cutest thing that's ever been put on an animated movie. He's so cute. He's so cute. But the narrator and the song sucked because it's Pharrell Williams and Tyler the Creator. It's like, what?
No, I liked Pharrell actually as the narrator.
I didn't like Rashida Jones's.
No, she sounded bored. Yeah,
she just read the lines and went on with her day. Is that who it is?
I think so.
Yeah, Kenan Thompson makes the really funny drug. He got drugged joke, and then the one kid just smokes a candy cane the entire movie. So I mean, I had fun with it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Very basic Grinch storyline.
And it's only on your worst because
I split it in half.
So if you would have done categories like me, where would you put it? It would have been best?
It'd probably be an honorable mention, maybe.
Next up, Ready Player One. This is the one where I was like, I know this is going to be in your top 5 of the year or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere up there.
I didn't like Ready Player One for a myriad of reasons. Mainly, I felt like it was too... They just bombard you with the references, and it's like... It's like they pause the story, and they're like, well, I know this, and this, and this, and my favorite video game is GoldenEye 97, and I like Atari, and have you ever played Mega Man? And stuff like that.
And Overwatch isn't relevant anymore, but we're filming it when it is, so we'll put that in too. And
yeah, it was too much, and I did not care for it. I didn't hate it. I want to specify, did not hate it.
Why isn't it in like I had fun with it? Because the references are fun.
Because I wanted it to be my worst. I had fun with other things.
You're the worst. Number 13 on the 2K18 list of worst movies, which this is one that I think is definitely going to disappoint you. But you just disappointed me, so it's okay. Yeah. But it's a franchise that I've never found a fondness for, and that was Incredibles 2.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I mean, I love it. It's way better than the first, in my opinion, because I did not like the first.
Huh.
But there was
You're saying silliness right
there was
now.
just, I don't know, it was weird. So that's all I have to say about
Bob
it.
Odenkirk, though.
Yeah, but they really just made him Bob Odenkirk, and it wasn't very
really
fun.
Okay. Next up for me, I have The Grinch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I wonder why you kind of weren't shocked at all.
Yeah, that's why. Because I thought you really liked it. That's why I was like, oh, wow.
It's a very modest
I didn't
movie.
like it.
I think it's a very I knew you didn't like it.
So
I think it's a very modest movie at best.
I think it was. I really wanted that to be good, and because the trailer.
I really didn't.
I think the trailer is one of the best trailers in the last year.
It was a really good trailer. It was a lot better.
But the movie's bad.
I think it was better than I thought it was. I don't remember how I felt about it at first.
The trailer's amazing. Go back and watch it.
Elimination is gonna ruin Shrek. That's all I know.
They're remaking it, but with the same cast. Makes no sense. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Are you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
You just said The Grinch. Yeah. Number 12 on the worst list of 2K18. This is one I honestly think is in my worst. And it's a movie you actually haven't seen.
Okay.
It's The Spy Who Dumped Me.
No, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it. Repeatedly, I said I did not like it.
I had fun with it.
It just one of those movies where the ending just comes and you're like, really? That's how they decided to cap this off? And you know how I feel about Kate McKinnon.
I love Kate McKinnon.
I hate
Great
Kate
actor.
McKinnon. But yeah, the ending just happens and you're like, oh, really? That's what they're doing with it?
Sorry.
That's what they're doing. You know,
yeah.
That ending sucked.
I liked the ending. I liked the whole movie. I want a sequel to it, honestly. Wait, the actual ending, like the game is on ending?
What do you mean the game is on?
Where they became spies?
I mean the ending where Justin Theroux's back, and you're like, oh wow, none of this had meaning then.
Yeah, they fridged him.
I know, it's just bad. I didn't like it.
I had fun with it.
I just didn't. I didn't like the British blonde guy.
No, I wanted
Justin Theroux. I love Justin Theroux. Justin Theroux should always be alive. And then they bring in a stupid British blonde guy. Now they're dating. I didn't like it.
I liked it.
I didn't like it.
I had fun with it.
You go.
Next up is this is hold on, I put them backwards, but I numbered them wrong. So this is my 10th. This is my 11th worst movie.
It will be one lower than mine.
This is my 11th.
Yeah.
Kin.
That high?
Yeah, because I liked the storyline of it.
Oh,
but
hated the movie.
It was boring. It was boring. It was like an extended pilot of a TV show. But if they cut 45 minutes out of it, there's a good movie there, and that's what I want to see. And I'm really excited. I hope they make a second one, but it's probably going to bomb. I mean, it probably did bomb. But I mean, I saw it in theaters and I bought the 4K, so
yeah,
I did my part.
It looks cool.
It does look good.
I wish I could go back if I knew the day that you guys saw that, because all the texts are, man, this sucks, Dad agrees, this is boring, this is
And then Michael B. Jordan shows up and you're like, whoa!
Number 11 of the worst movies of 2K18 on my list. This is one I know you won't be surprised about, even though you loved it, but you knew I didn't like it.
Okay.
It was Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad movie.
I had fun with it.
You had fun with it, but I don't know, it's just awkward for me. Just, you watch it. Like,
I've seen it twice.
I was really
Boots is my favorite character.
I was really looking forward to it because I love the commercials, which I still... Have you even seen them?
No.
You still haven't seen the source material?
No.
What a noob. So as a fan of the source material... As a fan of commercials, I didn't respect the out product.
I had fun with that. I don't know.
I could say it's fun, but
I liked it.
It wasn't
Boots is my favorite character. And number 10?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. I hated it. Mostly because I just wanted it to be good. And I expected it to be good because of the director, Jay Barona. And also... the trailer kind of looked interesting, but they ruined it. They just ruined it. It was my biggest disappointment of the year. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I was sitting there next to Dad in the theater watching it, and just every scene that happened, I was just like, I was like cringing in my seat. Dad kept looking over, like, and I was like, this is.
And there were kids there.
Yeah, and there's kids. Yeah, one kid kept crying and like screaming because the dinosaurs were scary, and I was like, why would you bring your kid to this? Like, dinosaurs are killing people. Yeah. Like, there was one.
There were guns in the trailer.
Yeah, there was one where a velociraptor literally claws someone to death, and the kid's just screaming, and it's like, why would you bring him to this? But yeah, I didn't. That was my biggest disappointment of the year.
I think I'm out of order here.
We'll get to it.
I think I'm out of order.
Okay.
I think I put some movies that I wanted them better. So number 10. I'm just gonna type it differently. Uncle Drew's number 10. Number 11. Something got messed up.
Okay, just talk.
I'm just gonna say it in the order I have it in currently. Number 10. Going off the park theme. Action Point.
Yeah. Okay. I understand that.
That's all I'm gonna say about it. I rambled too much. These four movies are supposed to be different orders.
Do you want to say the experience you had during that?
No, I really don't ever want to bring up the experience I had ever again, so please stop talking about it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it on camera.
We might have. Just continue.
I puked during that movie. Next up, I have Death Wish, which, I will say, I enjoyed the movie. Yeah. I liked it when we watched it.
And now I brought you under a neat leaf because I was telling you what the...
No, it's bad. I understand it's bad. This is my biggest qualm with it. Bruce Willis has not acted like anything in a few years. He sleepwalks in a lot of his roles. And he's just a middle-aged white dude shooting black people in daylight.
He's more than middle-aged.
And he just walks around and he's just like, I'm Paul Kersey and they killed my wife. Bang, bang. But has some cool kills. I'll say that, yeah.
Number 9 on the worst movies of 2K18, Rampage.
Wow.
It's supposed to be higher, but these...
You had fun with that.
I did.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was supposed to be higher, but everything got jumbled up. So, I'm just sticking with it right now. That's why I'm not going to say anything about the next two movies, because they're supposed to be higher.
We were talking about that.
Yeah.
What were some reasons you didn't like it? I think I specified
the murders at the end.
Okay, specifically Plop.
No, I liked his because I hate him.
So cool.
I hate him with a passion, the actor.
Because you're always taking dumps.
Yeah. But I love Malin Ackerman, or Ackerman, however you pronounce it, because I think it has a weird...
Okay, George, we mentioned George eats people. Yeah. And they don't talk about that. He's, like, they're just like, he laughs it off at the end. They're like, he fucking ate those people.
Yeah, and there are a lot of jerking off jokes and sex jokes from George himself. He does, like, the weird...
Yeah, and he does this.
Yeah, he does that, and it's like, how tall does he get? 60 feet or whatever?
That's my favorite. That's my chick. He goes...
Or you get the 60-foot dinosaur or monkey just...
It's so... Oh, I had fun with that movie.
I had fun with it. It was way exceeded my expectations.
And the wolf has hands?
Yeah. It's supposed to be higher on the list, but it's not, so let's move on.
Has hands. 8, this is when you... I don't think you watched all of it, but you can second me on this. Okay. I Feel Pretty. Yeah, starring Amy Schumer.
Watched, what, 2 or 3 scenes?
You watched a few scenes, yeah.
You came in and were like, hey, something funny's actually happening. You should see this. And it's just that one actor 3 times.
I'm trying to remember his name. It was Rory something.
Rory, not...
I'm gonna look it up because I wanna...
I loved him.
Alright, yeah. So basically, real bad movie. Amy Schumer's the worst in this movie. But Rory Scovel is a gift to America. He's like a golden child in that movie.
America?
Yeah, sure. He's like a golden child in that movie. Like, literally every scene he's in, he just brightens up your life. It's so funny.
Some scenes, they just cut to him to smile, and it's like, oh, this is, okay, it's good then. Yeah, okay.
So, if you cut out all the bits of just him and make that a little, like, mini clip, I'll watch that.
It'd be really good.
Yeah, it'd be so funny. He's so funny in that.
You kind of just cut out Amy Schumer from that movie, and it'd be good.
Yeah, but I don't want to... Because everyone else is bad, too. I just want him. His scenes are funny.
It could just be a 5-minute clip of him smiling.
Maybe I'll edit that sometime.
Number 8 on the worst movies of 2K18. I think this one's actually one of the 4 that's in place. Super Troopers 2. The biggest disappointment, the biggest letdown for me.
Is that your biggest disappointment of the year?
I think so.
I loved it.
Let me look.
I loved it.
Let me think. Let me see if there's anything worse. Kinda one. No, Super Troopers 2. Biggest disappointment. I like my life.
I liked it.
I didn't.
I liked it. My number 7, A Wrinkle in Time.
Yep.
Looks good. Looks real good.
Yeah.
CGI is wonderful. Move on.
Number 7, worst movies of 2K18. This is one that's supposed to be higher out of the last
one.
Oh,
also, I'm sorry to interrupt. Charles Wallace. He's the worst part of that movie. Also, Chris Pine's real bad,
this is
too. Continue.
This is supposed to be higher in the last of the 4 jumble.
Mindy Kaling was good, though. Continue, sorry.
Molly's Game.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Higher, yeah. We missed the beginning, so the end made no sense. Because we missed, like, the whole skiing stuff that happened. Then the end, she went skiing, and everyone's like, she can do it again! And we're like, well, we didn't know she could do it in the first place. So we kind of left out with that. But
remember when her dad was just in a park?
Yeah.
My favorite line of that whole movie. Yeah. Michael Cera calls her on the phone and just goes, ha ha, you're fucked.
So while this game is good, it's supposed to be higher. Last of the Jumbo 4, move on.
So this is number 6 for me?
Yep.
Happy Time Murders. Melissa McCarthy. And Puppets from Jim Henson. This was basically Jim Henson.
Muppets. Are they called Puppets? It's not Muppets, but I don't think he calls them...
It's whatever. It's Jim Henson Factory. And they were like, hey, we want to make an R-rated puppet movie. Because that's a thing that... I don't know. It's so weird. Joel McHale's in it. There's a weird cum scene that lasts
everyone saw it in the Red
2 minutes.
Band. Everyone saw it in the Red Band trailer.
They do the Basic Instinct with, like, it's puppet cunt, basically. And
you were the only person that did not see the Red Band trailer.
I never saw the trailer. So, continue.
Number 6?
Yeah.
Hurricane Heist. The worst movies of 2K18. I had the second most fun with this out of the whole
year. I can't believe you put this so low.
Put it so high. I think I got a 5 worst movies in this. For where it was originally,
you're going low.
I replaced this with a different movie.
You're going to the worst, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is low then.
Yeah. But it's higher than I had it. I switched.
I thought this would have been your best.
I switched this with a different movie at number 3. So it switched with number 3.
Yeah.
No, it switched with. Okay, so 4 and 3 were. Okay, it's so confusing. This is switched.
Just
with
talk.
3.
Why didn't you like it?
Originally, why didn't I like it? Because it was bad. Why did I love it? Because it's fantastic.
That's what I feel about replicas.
Move on.
Alright, my next one, this would be number 5. No, this is actually 6, because I have 5 more to go. So this is 6 for me, sorry.
I knew you were messing up.
Yeah. No, wait.
How many do you have left?
This is my 5. Sorry,
Okay.
I was going to say Happy Time Murders again.
We don't want to talk about it.
My 5 is White Boy Rick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So high.
So low.
No.
I hated it. Everybody in the movie is a scumbag. The dude deserves to be in prison. The only good scene is when he got shot.
Shot. He's like, hey, what's that?
He has to pee into a bag or whatever.
He's like, hey, look at
And
that.
he has a kid at like 15.
He has that fish, and he's like, hey, what's that fish's deal? And he's like, oh, my dad got it for me. And he just shoots him. It's
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, wow.
Oh, and the best thing about that movie, do you remember our experience?
Yes.
We were sitting in the top row in the back theater.
Like we always are.
And this guy,
on the side,
this guy in front of us got up towards the end of the movie, and we're like, bathroom break,
no,
right?
he wasn't. The guy in front of us never moved. He was lower. He was in.
No, he was in front because he walked off to our side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and we were like, bathroom break. Well, then all of a sudden, we start hearing behind us, and and we were like, oh my god, this dude's pissing in a cup.
It is so funny because we're sitting there at literally the saddest scene of that movie.
Quiet in theater.
It's the saddest scene of the movie, and we're dying laughing.
We're trying not to laugh.
And our dad's looking at us confused because he couldn't really hear it.
Yeah.
So we're just dying laughing at this sad scene.
And the guy just walked. He just walked into the
right
theater.
back.
We were just like, oh my god. Oh.
Number 5. This is one you don't have on your list, and it was just bad. 350 Days Legends Champion Survivors. It was a wrestling documentary. Move on. It was bad.
Alex Baker is a champ. Number 4, I got Sherlock Gnomes.
That's right, you saw that.
Yeah, it's bad. Maybe I would like it more if I saw Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah,
but
because you didn't know it was a sequel.
Man, was it bad? And Johnny Depp just.
Yeah,
Hollywood's moving on.
My tattoo artist that did this one, I saw. She's never done a face tattoo before, so she called in some help, and it was a Johnny Depp face tattoo. And I was like, "Why are you getting a Johnny Depp face tattoo in 2019?
Yeah,
You're a terrible person."
All right,
number 4.
Yeah,
Hostels.
That's a 2017 movie, but we'll cut it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to cut it. Well, then I'll just cut it then. That was why I wondered why it didn't have. Okay, so
Hostels was great.
Then I gotta make that even.
See, it's what's catchy about that. I just stumbled on my word a little bit. Is it technically is 2017, but it got a wide release in 2018. Same with The Shape of Water.
If we're cutting that,
it's like they get a limited release right before Oscar season, so that it counts.
If we're cutting,
then it goes wide.
So if we're cutting that, then I'll have 16 even for best and worst. So I'm just gonna go back in lieu of this Hostels thing.
Okay. Continue whatever.
Oh, it's number 3?
Yeah.
No, you gotta go to number 3 then. It's the only way it's gonna make it even. Just move on.
No, because you're gonna end it.
Yeah, so you have to go, I think. How many do you have left?
I have 3.
I have 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3.
Okay.
You have to go.
3 is Blockers.
Yeah.
That was. Here's some funny jokes. I like Barinholtz had some really funny bits, but the premise is just, it's repulsive. John Cena had one funny bit where he put a fucking beer bong up his butt.
That was in the trailer.
I know, but the extended scene of it is really funny. But yeah, I did not like the premise of that movie at all. So, what is it? It's parents advocate. It's the advocacy of teen sex, and it's weird. It's a weird thing to put in a movie. And I know a lot of people complain that where they're like, well, if it was teen guys, people wouldn't care. I would care. Like, American Pie gets a slide because it was in the 90s when nothing mattered. But this is fucking
90s just bad. 90s were bad. 90s made bad movies. The comics in the 90s
90s
were awful.
is the one decade where I have a tough time. Where I'm like,
when
when Mike was like, watch Face Off, it's great. And I was like, but it's from 97. Is it really great? or is it just 90s great? And it's great.
So number 3, I'm going to describe why I hate this movie first so I can move on. It just had like the worst end ever, and I really didn't like it, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say the movie name, we're moving on. It's Sorry to Bother You. Move on. I didn't want you to go on a rant, so I just let it out there.
It's fine.
I'm moving on.
I'll mention it later.
Okay.
2. Hurricane Heist.
That movie's great.
It's so bad. The accents are terrible. Tony Kebbell's in it, and
I forgot about the accents.
It's just the accents are bad. The premise is
the
bad.
Only thing I really
it's like a Dean Devlin, Roland Emmerich movie, but even worse somehow.
The only thing I really do not
there's the one part where they're on tethers and they go out the window and they're whipping around in the air like this.
I really
and then they climb back in.
The only thing I really don't like about the movie as a whole,
I like the car.
Yes, the car's great.
They have a storm tracker car.
The only thing I really, just story-wise, was bad is the weird demon cloud thing they see in the storm.
I forgot about that. The storm talks to them.
It doesn't talk, it has a face.
It has a face of a demon, and it scares them
for like 20 years.
Yeah, because their dad died in a storm. Yeah. Oh, I hated it.
The number 2 worst movie of 2K18, White Boy Rick.
Wow.
The movie sucked. It had no fun in it until the guy peed.
But he got shot.
He got shot.
That was great.
Okay. And everyone in the family hated each other.
Why can't I sell cocaine?
The movie company didn't make sense. Like, what he was going to do with the whole rental thing. Yeah. None of his life makes any sense. I can't believe they made that into a movie. And no one in the cast I liked.
Matthew McConaughey's performance was good, but his character was shit. He was the only redeemable one, too. And they acted like he was so bad. He was the only one who had a sense of morality.
Do you remember the black...
Because he kept going like, hey, Rick, you shouldn't do this, alright?
Do you remember the black cop?
Like, but Dad...
Do you remember the black FBI agent or whatever that's like, just keeps beating him in the backseat or whatever?
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, because he doesn't like white people at all, but he works with 2 of them, and so just because Rick's white, he's like, you're the worst person that's ever lived, boy. And it's like, what are you doing, cop? And that's some rapper, I think?
Oh.
Okay, go on, move on.
Is this
your number 1?
My worst movie of 2018. Number 1. Future World.
You told me that.
It's directed by James Franco, starring James Franco, Lucy Liu, Mia Wakovich, or whatever her name is.
Is that his directorial debut?
No, he's directed a bunch. Yeah, he didn't direct Oz.
He directed that one with Zach Braff.
I don't know, he's directed a lot. Band of Brothers, maybe, is called, or something like that.
No, it was a Western movie.
Anyway, he's directed a lot. But this was so bad. It was like... Okay, I like sand movies. But this had no story. It was a shitty clone of Mad Max. It was like J.J. Abrams' wet dreams with how many lens flares there were. Tons of lingering shots of just like a scorpion walking in some sand.
It was like 70 Halloween.
A bunch of lingering shots of just like a motorbike tire revving like this. Like, just the worst imaginable movie I watched in that year. And the trailer looked good. I watched it with Andy.
I know, I watched it with you, didn't I?
No, I watched it with Andy. Yeah, I think you maybe texted me about it.
The number 1 worst movie of 2K18.
Yeah.
Also the 2nd worst movie. No, you know what? The 3rd worst movie of all time.
Oh, jeez.
A Wrinkle in Time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hate that movie. But it just got upped. It was the 2nd worst movie of all time for a long time.
I didn't hate it that bad.
It just got upped.
Why?
Highlander.
Okay. That was yours.
Yeah, okay. Outro, or are we just busting it?
I figured we could maybe do the fun ones.
I don't have any fun ones.
Alright, well, I'll do these.
Yeah, do the fun ones real quick and then we'll...
So these are ones that they aren't necessarily good or bad. They're kind of middle. Order? They're in alphabetical, I guess. But I had fun with them. First up, Game Over, Man. It's the Workaholics guys. Basically, it's a Die Hard movie on Netflix. Critics hated it. It's real bad.
Do they have a trio name?
Yeah, it's the 4 guys.
4 guys.
Kyle Newcheck is the director.
Oh.
He's Carl, their drug dealer. I can't remember their group name. But, yeah, critics hated it. It's basically just a lot of dick jokes. Adam Devine shows his dick in the movie, actually. But there's one kill.
In it.
There's one kill. Yeah, the rapper Shaky.
Yeah.
There's one kill where they cut a guy's face on a meat slicer, and it's great. But yeah, I had fun with that one. Next up, The Meg. Not the best shark movie I've ever seen, but not the worst. I had fun with it. It was really silly.
This is an array of alphabetical order.
Yeah.
G to M.
Next up, Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. Not as good as The Jungle Book, I don't think, but I really liked it. I liked that the animals, their faces were more like cartoonish, so they could show expression. And there's one scene where I watched the Andy Serkis behind the scene or whatever it's called, where he talks about this. And there's where Christian Bale's character, he plays the Panther. Can't remember his name right now, Basura maybe or something like that.
No, Basura is trash.
Yeah, I know, but it's something like that. But the Panther jumps on top of Mowgli and like growls in his face. And when he's talking about the scene, he's like, "Yeah, to get him pumped up for that, because Christian Bale's like ready to go. I would just pick him up and I'd just toss him in the scene, and he'd just like roll in there, and then Christian Bale would jump on him, just scream in his face." And then they showed the clip of Christian Bale covered in the mocap things, and he just jumps on this kid and just goes, "Rah!" And you're just like, oh my god, and he's like, ah! It's crazy. Next up, Night School, which you refused to watch. Yeah. I loved it. Had a great cast. Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart, Rob Riggles in it. So funny. I've watched it twice now. Pacific Rim Uprising. Not as good as the first, but I had a lot of fun with it, I think. It was a great cast. John Boyega's in it, and he talks like a British person.
Because he is.
I know, which is weird, because I've only seen him in Star Wars. Next up, Peter Rabbit. I loved it. I've seen it 5 times, which is insane. I saw it in theaters.
Movies, but they had fun?
I had fun with it.
But you're saying all these are bad?
They're not all bad. I said they're not good, not bad. They're just kind of middle ones. Okay. Peter Rabbit, though, seen it 5 times. And there's one bit...
Oh, Jesus.
Where he's sitting in front of the fireplace with a girl rabbit, and he's like talking about the environment and like the government and stuff, and he's just like, he's like ranting about the man holding him down or whatever, and he goes, "Yeah, crazy, isn't it?" And he takes a bite of a carrot like that, and he goes, "Want some?" And she goes, "No, I'm trying to cut back." And he's like, "More for me then." And he takes another bite like that, and it's just like, oh, he's smoking a doobie. I get it. It's funny.
I thought you were going to talk about the scene with where he gets fired.
He drinks toilet water and gets fired.
No, the character Banderman. Neil Banderman?
No, Bitterman. Nigel Betterman?
Nigel Betterman.
Betterman, he's an imbecile. No, to call him an imbecile would be an insult to imbeciles everywhere. Okay, next up, Rampage.
Oh.
Yeah, not good, not bad, but I had a lot of fun with it. Plop dies. Next up, Tag.
Oh.
Tag was really funny, I think. Yeah. And Jeremy Renner's character is my favorite. He does the crazy, like, ninja flips.
Yeah, he has no arm.
But, yeah, his entire arm's like CGI. It's crazy. Next up, Tomb Raider, which I think I liked a little bit more than Rampage. So I would agree with you saying it's the best video game adaptation of all time. It's better than Assassin's Creed, tell you what.
How do you feel about Doom?
I like Doom. I like the first person mode.
I never finished Doom.
I like the first person mode. And then last up, Uncle Drew. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Uncle Drew. Like I said previously, Boots is my favorite character.
So that has been the worst movies of 2018, and also the most fun, not good, not bad movies.
I had fun with it.
I had fun with it. Was the intro weird? Because did we intro that this was going to be the best and worst?
We'll just say, well, stay tuned then and watch our best of 2018.
In an hour.
I'm at BatteryCO1 on literally everything.
I'm at StrageJTShark on Instagram.
Check out our Patreon.
Patreon.com/punkrockblues. Check out our Instagram and Twitter at punkrockblues.
And, like this video.
And ring that notification bell.
And subscribe. Oh, and tell your mom.
Yeah,
your mom would love this channel.
Yeah. She would.
Literally, Reese.
Yeah,
your mom would love this channel.
I was going to say that. Bye-bye.
Alright, see ya. Also testing of the lighting.
Hey guys, let's down here.
Bat Tracy.
I think it looks great.
Punk rock.
It was just a test.
Oh shit.
No, we can't do that now. Tell him to be